Shalom. I want to give all praises unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Yahawah been a true name of the Heavenly Father. YAHAWASHI been a true name of his only begotten Son, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I also want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and blessings and salutations unto the elect of Yahshua, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans today. And blessings and salutations to you, Akim, out there enduring this truth across the four corners of the earth, as well as you men, women, and children that follow, and those who might look like the other nations, but are of the nation of Israel by blood. Okay, and as you see in the title, all right, it says, I'm not going to even read the title, matter of fact, just for, I'm 65-year-old woman divorces her husband of 37 years to marry her best friend, who was another WOMAN, just in case they pinpoint that. And I didn't read the whole article. I just read a little bit of it just to see what was going on. But for some reason, well, through the Spirit, I was just thinking of restoration, the Lord restoring the earth to its proper order. All right. And that is men being men, women being women, children being children, righteousness, no wickedness, all right, amongst the nation of Israel. But in the sense of no wickedness, is going to be a righteous kingdom, meaning those who will not serve the Heavenly Father will be put down according to the scriptures. All right. So going into the definition of restore, which came from restoration, which is the root of it, I'm going to say. It says restore, to give back, also to build up again, repair, renew, reestablish, free from the effects of sin, bring back to a former and better state, right? Re meaning back or again, and starer or starar, meaning not attested by itself, but also in instarar, to set up. So you're to set up or establish or renew or restore, or to stand or make or be firm again. Okay, so you're putting something into its proper order, right? You're building something again. Okay, that was once destroyed. That was once taken down. That was once broken. All right, hey, the covenant that we have with the Heavenly Father, that is going to be repaired and renewed and reestablished, because we're going to be under a new covenant. All right, that's going to be part of the restoration, is the new covenant, with the laws being written within our inward parts, man. Okay. But also at the bottom of this definition, we have to cure, heal, bring back to a vigorous state of objects, beliefs, etc. Bring back to an original state or condition. So the beliefs is really important, because nowadays everybody beliefs is pretty much what they want it to be. But the Lord is going to set up the Lord is going to set up a one world government. All right. Esau think that because Lord willing, I really can do this lesson. I want to do a lesson. I probably ask Akim, just do a lesson of how Esau is trying to be the Most High. Everything the Most High wrote and planned to do, and Esau just doing it on the left-hand side. He's just being an imitator and not an innovator. But to us, he can pull it off in a sense, not us, just to the earth, to people on earth. He can pull it off as if it's his idea and he came up with these certain things, or he has a certain type of power, which he does, the Lord gave him, but that he has a type of power that's greater than the Heavenly Father. But through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, we know that that's false. All right, so just getting into the scriptures now. You know, I'm not going to deal with that situation in itself. I'm just going to deal with the restoration of the earth, of society, of truth, all right, of our nation. Okay, a new heaven and a new earth. This is Isaiah 65:17. It says, "For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered nor come into mind." Because as the scriptures say, when the righteous are in rule, the people rejoice. But when the wicked are in rule, the people mourn. All right. So even though these heathens are going to be subject to us, they're still going to have their portion. All right. As long as they're serving our power and following our laws, statutes, and commandments given by the Heavenly Father. Because they're not going to be under that new covenant to where the point where they are going to have the laws written within their inward parts. So we are going to teach them our ways that we got from the Heavenly Father. Just as in all them captivities we was in, they taught us their ways, how they was operating. We had to follow after their customs for the most part, especially here in Babylon. Right? That's why our videos get clipped for speaking the truth of the Heavenly Father. Right? Because it contradicts their agenda. Right? So the Lord says he's going to create new heaven and new earth, and the former is not going to be remembered. Right? Which this is that former that's not going to be remembered. This is that former that's going to be done away with. Okay, and here's the the way it's going to happen. If I got them all in order, I guess not. I guess I didn't grab that, but let me go snatch it up real quick. This is 2 Peter chapter 3 verse. Start up a little bit. It's verse 10. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up." Just like you had the restoration once before with the first death, which was the flood. The earth was at a state where it was too wicked, and the Lord brought the flood. Okay, boom. All men think about is evil. And you know, well, we in that same state now within this society, within Esau's kingdom, right? Where there's nothing but wickedness and perverseness and evil being praised and upheld. Okay, so the Lord is going to bring the second death, which is going to be by fire. All right, which is going to restore order once again and forever at that. It says, and like it said, the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. You know, the whole earth is entire is not going to be destroyed. It's speaking about certain land masses are going to be hit by thermonuclear missiles. Okay, when you get deeper into that fire meaning, right? And those works are, hey, that's part of the works. The title of that article, man. You know, that it was burned up before. Didn't it say Sodom was left as an example for those who should live ungodly afterwards? All right. You should know what happened to that place. Therefore, there's no reason to uphold it in your place unless you think that you can combat against the Heavenly Father. All right. It says, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in holy conversation and godliness?" What is your conduct should be? You know, and ultimately it's just for the Israelites, because we're the only ones who have a chance of salvation, of getting right and repenting to the Heavenly Father and laboring in His truth to receive a spot at salvation, a chance at salvation, man. It says, "Looking forward and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Lord." So all of that is the same. The day of the Lord, the second coming, is the second death and the destruction of Babylon the Great. All right, or which is America. All right. which is bringing judgment on this society. That's synonymous with the day of the Lord. Okay. It says, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness, because that's what, in order to have this peace of mind that everybody wants, there has to be a judgment day, the day of the Lord, the second coming. All of that is the same, right? That's why we look and hasten for a new heaven and new earth, because we know all of this will be done away with. There ain't gonna be no more of getting off of work at 2:30 a.m., 6:30 a.m., and working a graveyard shift and having to argue with your woman and certain parents asking their children things and trying to please their children more than raise them up in a proper way. No, things are going to be restored, right? Order is going to be restored, okay? Order is going to be restored, man. All right. So let me grab this. This is 2 Corinthians 4:18. Wait. I want to get this. First. 2 Ezra 7:42. I'm going to go to 41. It says, even so now, seeing corruption is grown up and wickedness increased, and the righteous have prayed for the ungodly, wherefore shall it not be so now also? Because Ezra had went through a couple times where the wicked and the ones doing evil and the sinners, and they was prayed for, But this is the answer of the angel. He said, he answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory doeth abide. We don't got time for that. Therefore have they prayed for the weak. There's no time to pray. But we see it when we're out there on the highways and people still scoffing to this day. With all of this stuff going on in the world that we prophesied through the Heavenly Fathers in the scriptures, yet and still they still have a prideful demon on them to the point where they're still scoffing and mocking and doing what they want to do. Okay, because in this present life, there's not much glory that doeth abide. It said, but the day of doom shall be at the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, and temperance is at an end. So your corruption, all of the wicked deeds, okay, the wicked deeds that's done in this place, that's going to be past, because the Lord is going to establish his kingdom. It says intemperance is at an end, the ability not to control yourself or do things moderately or balance things out. That's going to be done away with. Infidelity is cut off, not having faith in let me see if I can get, I want to just see what else that word got to offer. It must be an I. It is an I. Don't judge me on that. It says infidelity, want of faith, unbelief in religion, false belief, paganism, unfaithfulness, or disloyalty to a person. So that's going to be done away with. The answers that people seek, they're going to know, because what's going to be given is the ways of the Heavenly Father, man. All right. It says righteousness is grown and truth is sprung up. There you go. It's going to be a righteous thing established. It's going to be order restored, righteousness restored. Things are going to be in the way that they're supposed to be. Okay. But the reason why people live according to their own means and their own pleasures, it says 2 Corinthians 4:18, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. And the people of this earth, they deal with their senses, man. They're sensual, right? Whatever they can taste, touch, hear, smell, they delight in that, opposed to what they can't. We're looking for a kingdom that we can't see, that we haven't seen, right? No eye have seen, no ear have heard, but we know, right, by faith in YAHAWASHI, that we're going to receive that if we be of that number. Well, nonetheless, if you're an Israelite, but just being on that first go round, being the first fruits in that place, all right, where righteousness is dwelt, and it's just that it's peaceful and it's paradise, land flowing with milk and honey. That's what we about to receive through the Heavenly Father, right? Because that's the eternal thing, because that's what's not seen. That's what we hope for. But people in this society, they just have what they see in this place. They got their flat screen TVs, they got their game system, got the women getting their bodies done and eyelashes glued on, and the men getting damn penis pumps and taking Viagra to get it in, and this is all the type of things going on in Babylon, man. Women changing, and hey, you got Transformers, we'll just put it like that. Transformers, all of that's going to be done away with. And the people do that because they're a part of the world, man. All right, and that's what the world allows, and that's what the world teaches, and that's why this world is going to be destroyed. That's what I'll say. That's what this world allows, and this world teaches, and that's why this world is going to be destroyed, man. All right. So I did want to get this. I was looking for something else, and this came across. Now, this is more so dealing with the title. The lady said she divorced her husband at the age of 65. She'd been married for 37 years. If I'm not mistaken, she got married at the age of 28. 28. And she wait 37 years later to divorce her husband based off of her feeling bored or whatever the case is. That's a little bit into the article, but nonetheless, she just felt like it was out of place. All right, that's not a natural order of things. There's a law on divorcement, but it's the man divorcing the woman, and the woman don't get to take the kids. The woman don't get to take anything, right? But in this society, they do everything backwards. So the woman can file for divorce, and then she can possibly take the kids and get alimony and all child support, all of this other stuff, right? Because this is a perverse society where much glory don't abide, right? So this is Luke 2:36. It says, and there was one Anna, a prophetess, the daughter of Phanuel of the tribe of Asher. She was of a great age and had lived with an husband 7 years from her virginity, and she was a widow of about 84 years. All right, so 4 is times the score is 20, so that's 80 and 84. So she was 84 years, which departed not from the temple, but served the Most High with fastings and prayers night and day. So she was a widow at the age of 84, man. Okay. 7 years from her virginity, she pretty much was married, and at the age of 84, she was still a widow. So she pretty much remained faithful, until him, even until that old age, man. But here it is, this woman, which, they showed a picture in the actual article opposed to the end time news, and it was Edomites, it is what it is, but it's just the mindset, because that's the mindset that they allow and teach in this place, man. All right. But hey, they ain't got much longer, man. Through the spirit, power, mercy, and grace of YAHAWASHI, they ain't got much longer, and that's why we are to hasten to the coming of the day of the Lord. That day of doom, as it said. Hey, but with that, Lord willing, you was edified. And Lord willing, we allowed to endure into the end. And I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, Shalom, HAWASHINAWA.